What's up guys, it's your boy Lex, so welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be remaking Gimme a Hug, new song by Partynextdoor and Drake, okay? Someone asked me to do breakdowns of these songs from this album, and then someone else came in and asked me to directly remake this song right here. So I thought, you know what, why not just post a full breakdown of this song right here and just do it. Alright, so let's get into it. Alright, so this song samples a lot of things. I think it samples like 3 things. I could find 2 online, okay? 2 samples. First sample is Aaron Hill, I Miss You sample. It's the song in the end, I Miss You. I know you guys heard that one. And the second one is The Terrell Show, which is the first one where they're singing about making a joyful noise. There's a third one in the middle here. I couldn't find it. I don't know what they're using. It's very nuanced. I tried searching. I tried doing everything. I couldn't find it, man. So yeah, you guys gonna have to forgive me for that. If it sounds a little bit empty in the middle there, it's just, you know, I'm working with what I have here. And this song is hours old, so yeah, it's not even a day old yet. So, so we're gonna start with the first one, okay? It samples the song from The Terrell Show, where I think the song is called Sing, or it's an episode called Sing. I don't know what's going on. I just loaded it into FL Studio right here, and straight up from the master, just grabbed an Edison to just capture that part right there that I needed in the middle. Sounds like this. Yeah, so I just took that, threw it in here. What did I do? I made it faster. I shortened it, made it faster, and I pitched it up slightly, just a little bit. And now it sounds like this. I was gonna remake that bass from scratch and do everything, but you know, they're using the sample, so why not? There is this thing, which is an equalizer. It's working on this sample right here, because I'm sure you guys notice when the song starts, it starts underwater. So that automation clip is for this band right here, band number 7. It's just opening it up so that it loads in. Check it out. At this point, I've just fully embraced the copyright claim. Let's just do it. So yeah, that's how that works. So this intro part is at 140 BPM. This second part right here is at 143. So this all make a joyful noise sample intro, it's actually at 140. I could make it an automation clip starting at 140 and then pitch it and then you know, change the value later to 143. But why? You know, it's gonna re-stretch the samples and it's gonna be weird. I'm sure they use different project files for these different sections, so it doesn't really matter anyway, because it's 140 and 143. It's like a 3 BPM difference. Come on. All right, so moving on, we have this section here. I'm gonna ignore this this automation clip right now. Let's just jump right here over here. We have the lead trumpet. This lead trumpet right here, it sounds like this. Someone said they wanted me to show them the notes. Where is it? Alright, so this trumpet, I'm getting it from a free VST. It's called DVS Saxophone. I've had this for years, I tell you. I don't even know if it's still available. I've had this since like 2017. It's so good. It's so good. You can control so much. You can switch on the auto express, the vibrato, and it sounds completely different. It even works with velocity as well, if you lower the velocity. It's so good, bro. It's so good. And it's like, I think it's like 5 megabytes. It's so tiny. It is so good. Oh my God. We have this serum. I'm having it to support the saxophone. It's a simple serum. That's just, you know, it's a saw wave that has 7 voices. I wanted it to sound like a trumpet so that I could play around with the notes, because I noticed that when I was listening to the original song, the trumpet sounded like it had a lot of things going on. So I just added this one down here to support that, and to add these lower notes right here that are doing a lower velocity, because it works together well. If I mix this together with the trumpets, yeah, to mimic the song, I'm also destroying this thing in the EQ. I'm lowering the hell out of the mid-range. because it should like sound like this. But to mimic the song, you know, we have to have it proper. So what else? We have these main chords. They sound like this. I'm making these inside Serum again. It's basically a sine wave with 7 voices on the unison, followed by, what's this? Is it a saw wave? I think it's a saw wave, but I'm adding bend minor, so I can't tell what it is anymore. Yeah, it's definitely a saw wave. I'm adding a little bit of blend mode, bend minus, just to skew it a little bit, and adding 7 voices as well, just to try and copy that sound that they have in the song, with a filter that's lowering the high end so that it's registering in the middle to low range. It's not crazy all over the place. I don't know if I'm doing anything in the effects. I'm adding a simple chorus, nothing crazy. Yeah. So all the leads together, they sound like this. So I'm having all these leads being routed into this insert, which has a gross beat, okay? The gross beat has a halftime, which is the half speed right here. I need to look for the actual plugin, the actual halftime plugin, because that's the one I think that they actually used in this song. I'm improvising here, but it sounds like this. This before it actually comes in and starts banging. These ones here, they come in the bridge before they switch over. So I'm gonna talk about those later, I think. For now, let's go to the 808. We have the bass, the 808, and it sounds like this. Drake really loves this 808. It's in a lot of his songs. Am I doing anything to it in the mix? I have a simple soft clipper in the mix, nothing crazy. What else? Next, we have the hi-hats, and they sound like this. And then we have a snare. And then a percussion, which I think is doing, what's it called? The triangle like sound, but it's not really a triangle. Whatever you call that thing. It's the sound that they have in the song by Kendrick Lamar and Baby Kim called... You guys know that song, right? I think it's called Pidliff. Whatever. I don't know what it's called. I forgot. Pidliff was the sample, right? Whatever. I remade it. So yeah, you look for the video somewhere down there. So you hear this sound right here. It's in that song. All right. And then we have the second percussion, which is just a simple percussion. It's not a snap. It's a simple percussion. And then an open hat. And then these risers and whatever down here, I'm adding these myself. These are not in the song. I just really like to have these things in there because I think it really greatly increases the value of the beat to have transitions and to like load it in. It makes it easier for the listener to hear. Check it out. That's just a lot cleaner than it just starting, you know. So that's why I'm not naming it anything down here. It's just, you know, it's just stuff that I threw in. All right, so with the 808, it all sounds like this. Yeah, and then if we add all the other sounds, all the other instruments, this is what it sounds like. Yeah, so in this part, in this section right here, there is a vocal. I think it's a sample again. That's the sample I was telling you guys about, where it's like some singing going on and it has some extra piano jingly jingles in there. I don't have that sample. I don't know what it is. I asked AI. I asked, you know, ChatGPT. I Googled. I went on whosamples.com. I couldn't find it. I only found these 2 samples here. So I don't know what that sound is. So I'm not adding it in. Sorry, guys. I would improvise, but I know there's people who would be mad about that. Hey, that sounds nothing like a sample. That sounds like blah, 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 blah. You know, so I'm not adding that for that reason. So yeah. What else? So there's this bridge section here. These main chords, they make a comeback. But this time I have this, you know, this automation clip, which is working on the low end of that sound to cut out the lows to make it sound similar with the song. It sounds a lot skinnier now. Yeah, so in this section, this is what the chords look like. Someone said I need to show you guys the chords as well, so I'm just doing that. What else? I need to show you what this thing is doing, right? It removes the low end and makes it lighter and makes it, suitable for a bridge. All right, I'm layering that sound with this again. It's plug chords that I'm getting from a plugin called Spire. They sound like this. This is a preset that I found inside Spire. I'm not doing too much. I'm also taking out the low end with some EQ. Same thing that I'm doing with this plugin right here, except that there's no EQ because it's for this section only. So there's no reason to add not EQ, sorry. I meant to say there's no reason to add a, automation clip because it's only in this middle section. All right, and then we have this bridge lead, which I'm getting from Serum. It sounds like this. It's this sine wave that's got a lot of LFO moving very fast on the volume to give it that fluttering sound. This is moving at 32 movements per bar, whatever you call that. It's very fast, so it's just making this, flutter like that. You see, very simple. All right, and then we have a sub bass, a simple sub bass made in Serum. It's just a sine wave, nothing too crazy. And then here it comes back in lower notes with a little bit more distortion added, very simple. So everything in the bridge, it all sounds like this. Yep, sounds very good. And then towards the end, we have the Aaron Hall sample going, I miss you. I miss you. I'm talking to you, baby. I did the same thing, very simple. I just loaded it into this song right here, into the FL Studio, and then I loaded it into Edison. Then took it out and just, played around with it until it sounded like that. What did I do to it? I didn't do anything, honestly. I just made it faster. So that's all. And that's it for this song, guys. This is how Gimme a Hug by Partynextdoor and Drake was made inside FL Studio. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Let me know if you want me to do any other ones from this album. I can do them very fast. It's not a problem. And I'll have the project file in my Patreon. So thank you guys for watching. And with that being said, peace, guys. See y'all in the next video.